Tell him.
Tell me what?
2 microscopic capsules lodged in your arteries. They're already starting to dissolve. In 22 hours, the cores will completely dissolve. Inside the cores are a heat-sensing charge. Not a large explosive, about the size of a pinhead. Just big enough to open up both your arteries. I'd say you'd be dead in 10 or 15 seconds.
Come out now.
They're protected by the cores. 15 minutes before the last hour's up, we can neutralize the charge with X-rays.
That's Kurt Russell finding out that Lee Van Cleef has tricked him into rescuing the President of the United States in Escape from New York, one of 5 new movies we'll be reviewing on Sneak Previews. Across the aisle from me, Roger Ebert, film critic of the Chicago Sun-Times.
And this is Gene Siskel, film critic of the Chicago Tribune. Next, we have an ambitious adventure movie named Escape from New York, made by John Carpenter, the talented young director of Halloween, which is one of the best American thrillers of the last few years. Escape from New York is set in the future, in the year 1997. All of Manhattan Island has been turned into a federal maximum security prison, and a wall has been built all the way around it. The area inside is ruled by the criminal gangs, and then disaster strikes. The president's plane, Air Force One, is hijacked and crash lands in the middle of Manhattan, and the gangs take the president as hostage. In this scene, the police commissioner, played by Lee Van Cleef, offers a full pardon to a violent, newly arrived prisoner if he can bring the president out alive.
S.D. Pliskin, American, Lieutenant, Special Forces Unit Black Light. 2 Purple Hearts, Leningrad and Siberia. Youngest man to be decorated by the president. He robbed the Federal Reserve Depository. Life sentence, New York Maximum Security Penitentiary. I'm ready to kick your ass out of the world, war hero.
Who are you?
Hauk, police commissioner.
Why are we talking?
I have a deal for you. You receive full pardon for every criminal action you've committed in the United States. It was an accident. About an hour ago, a small jet went down inside New York City. The president was on board.
President of what?
That's not funny, Pliskin. You go in, find the president, bring him out in 24 hours, and you're a free man.
24 hours, huh?
I'm making you an offer.
I'll think about it.
No time. Give me an answer.
Get a new president.
Is that your answer?
I guess I go in one way or the other. Doesn't mean to me, give me the paper.
When you come out?
Before.
I told you I wasn't a fool, Pliskin.
Call me Snake.
Lee Van Cleef is a legendary veteran of spaghetti westerns, and that was Kurt Russell as Snake Plissken. You may remember him from several Disney pictures, or he played Elvis on television. Russell sneaks into Manhattan and finds a violent world ruled by Isaac Hayes. Among the other prisoners are Adrian Barbeau and Ernest Borgnine. He plays the last of the New York cabbies, still looking for a ride in the middle of total anarchy. In this scene, Borgnine and Russell go to meet Barbeau, who may be able to lead them to the president.
Who is it?
It's me,
Who's me?
Cabby.
What do you want?
Somebody wants to see Brain. It's important.
Go away, cabby.
You know it's Snake. Snake Plissken.
You're Pliskin?
He wants to see Brain.
Why?
I want to meet the Duke.
That's an appealing idea that even as a prison society, New York would still have cab drivers. There are a lot of good things in Escape from New York. The idea is good, so is the real craftsmanship of the director, John Carpenter. But I wish the situation had been explored a little more completely. I wanted to know more about that strange prisoner society on Manhattan Island. I wish the characters hadn't been played as caricatures and exaggerations. The movie turned into more of an action cartoon than a real thriller, and that's too bad.
Well, we have a big disagreement because I like the picture. I agree with you. It is a cartoon. I thought it always was intended to be, and I enjoyed it as such. The thing that bugged me is what you did mention, which is that I think they blew an opportunity by not giving us more about the prison society in Manhattan. I don't know why they didn't do that and instead gave us Adrienne Barbeau walking around half naked. I think she's a very poor actress. But the film was very entertaining. I liked it as this comic book hero with, you know, Kurt Russell doing a great imitation, I thought, of Clint Eastwood. I thought it was very much fun.
I'm not sure that was Kurt Russell's intention. I didn't think the film was that entertaining. I thought it turned into a series of chases, like chases we've seen before. And another thing, a lot of American movies in the last couple of years even have had trouble with endings. They don't know how to handle the last 15 minutes, and this movie certainly doesn't. The ending is very off-key and very disappointing.
Well, we disagree because I thought the ending was cute and made a little tiny point.
We split on Escape from New York. Gene thought it was an exciting thriller. I felt the story became too much of a caricature of itself.